Hello, I am Shivaji Bhaskar, Faculty of Russian at the School of Foreign Languages, IGNOU. I welcome you all to this course, Basics of Russian Communication Skills Part 2. As you remember that in our previous modules, we have been discussing about various aspects of the Russian grammar and phonetics. At the same time, we have also discussed the conversational style or the разговорный стиль of Russian. To understand the разговорный стиль of Russian, we have used various text and dialogues of Russian. As to master the разговорный стиль, it is important to understand various aspects of the situation based text and dialogues. That is why we have chosen these different text and dialogues so that you can understand various other expressions and vocabulary which we use from situation to situation. Accordingly, this module titled Новый год – это новая жизнь, which means New Year, это new, which means New Year, it is a new life, has been selected. As you know that it is important for the learners of Russian to understand various situations, and as we understand that there are certain occasions like the New Year where you would find different kinds of words, word combinations, verbs and expressions which are categorically or specifically used during the time. So now quickly pay attention to the questions based on the text and know their meaning. So the questions are: как называется текст? What is the name of the text? Какой праздник Новый год? Which kind of festival the New Year is? Что встречает в стране каждый человек? What everybody in the country meets. Какая надежда и оптимизм у всех в это время? Which kind of hope and optimism everybody has during this time? Что хотят забыть все? What everybody wants to forget? О чем они только думают? About what only they are thinking? Какие у всех мечты, желания и чувства? What kind of dreams, desires and feelings everybody has? Какую ночь происходит чудес? Which night the miracle happens? О чем говорят русские? About what Russians say? Что считают и надеются все каждый год? What everybody considers and hope every year. Что принесет им наступающий Новый год? What brings the upcoming New Year to them? Какие планы они составляют? What kind of plans do they make? Все действуют по плану? Everything follow the plan? Какая их тема? What is their topic? Когда уже можно увидеть энтузиазм каждого? When one can see the enthusiasm of everyone. So the next question is: чей энтузиазм можно увидеть уже во второй половине декабря? Whose enthusiasm one can see in the second half of December? У кого новые желания и надежды? Who has new wishes and hopes? К чему и когда все начинают готовиться заранее? For what and when everybody prepares to early? For what and when everybody start preparing early? Какие места украшают в стране везде? Which places are decorated in the country everywhere? Что украшается почти во всех damak. What is being decorated almost in all the houses? And gdzie można uwidzieć нарядные елки, where one can see the decorated Christmas trees. So these are the questions based on the text. As you have already gone through the text carefully with the help of English translation once, now we would like to recommend you all to pay attention to the form of these questions carefully, which means in which particular case these questions have been formed, and then try to answer in that fashion. It is important to understand the construction of the questions, because it would not only help you to grasp the basic rules of the Russian grammar, but it would also help you to think creatively. So now let's pay attention to the text Новый год – это новая жизнь again, and pay attention to the nuances of the grammars as well as the rules of pronunciations through its analysis. As we know, the title of the text is Новый год – это новая жизнь. In the beginning itself, we have used the adjective новый for the god, which means year, and novi means new. So it is clearly understood that adjective plus noun, новый год. Likewise, это новая жизнь, this is a new life. So with the help of the pronoun and adjective and noun, we have made this sentence это новая жизнь, from the noun жизнь, which is a feminine gender noun. That is why the adjective ending is feminine gender новая. Новый год – праздник желаний и их исполнения. New Year is the festival, праздник of what? Of желаний, from the word желание, neuter gender word, but in plural, желаний и их исполнения, fulfillment. Исполнение, from исполнение, since it is a construction of the genitive, that is why их исполнения, of what? Of its fulfillment. Каждый человек в стране встречает Новый год. Every person in the country. From the word страна, which means country, changes into стране in preposition. Встречает Новый год. У всех новая надежда и оптимизм. Everybody has hope, new hope and optimism. So it is again a cognate from English, optimism. Все надеются о хорошей жизни. Whenever we are using the preposition like a, so хорошая жизнь changes into a хорошей жизни. And here you can see the usage of the verbs that we have used, like надеются. From the verb is to hope. Все хотят забыть. Все хотят забыть. Everybody wants to forget. So this is a verb хотеть. We have conjugated in the plural form. Они хотят. So все хотят забыть. To forget. What? Как они жили в прошлом? How did they live in the past? So the verb жить has been conjugated in the past tense form for они. Они жили. И как они живут в настоящем, and how they are living. So in the present tense, жить has been conjugated as они живут в настоящем. Они думают, so the verb думать, which means to think, has been conjugated as они думают только о будущем, only about future. У всех новые мечты, желания, новые чувства. У кого? У всех. So in this particular case, you can see that how the pronouns have been used. The possessive pronouns have been used. Все ждут чудес. Everybody is waiting for the miracle. Ждать кого? Которые происходят в новогоднюю ночь. Происходит когда? В новогоднюю ночь. So происходит, происходить. The verb is basically used in the accusative. So that is why новогодняя ночь changes into новогоднюю ночь. Об этом говорят русские. So about this Russians say. Каждый год все считают. So the verb считать, it means to count, to consider that, что это начало новой жизни. So this is the beginning of a new life. We have used the adverb начало новой жизни. Начало, the beginning of new life. Начало of what? Of new life. И надеются, что наступающий Новый год принести им счастье и успех. So принести, to bring, with what? With happiness and success. Все строят новые планы. So from the verb строить, which means to construct or to make. So everybody makes new plans. Они должны сделать сначала. They must do from the beginning и до конца года. What they should do from the beginning till the end. So this is a popular expression, сначала до конца, from beginning till end. You can also use this expression in your own day-to-day conversation. Некоторые составляют план и действуют по плану. Составлять что? Составлять план и действуют. And they act upon the plan. Другие только планируют, но с течением времени забивают. Here you can see that we have used the verbs составлять, действовать, планировать and забивать. So these verbs you can also use in your own expressions, in your own sentences and use them as per the requirement. Что они решили сделать. Then the verb решить and сделать. Решить, решать means to decide and сделать means to do. Но это не важно. That's not important. Наша тема – праздник Новый год и как отмечают этот праздник в Москве, в России. So here you can see that we have used the important expression это не важно, this is not important, это важно, это не важно, this is important, this is not important. This you can also use in your day-to-day communication in Russian. Then как отмечают этот праздник, how to celebrate. For celebration, the verb in Russian is отмечать, отметить, to celebrate. Что этот праздник в Москве, in Moscow, в России, in Russia. So there you can see that how we have used the preposition в Москве, в России in the prepositional case of Russia. Уже во второй половине декабря можно увидеть энтузиазм каждого человека, взрослого и ребенка. So here you can see that we have used the expression во второй половине. So половина is half. Половина means half. So in the second half, in the month of December, one can see the enthusiasm. So enthusiasm, it is also a cognate we have got from the English language in Russian. Enthusiasm of who? Of everyone, of every person, каждого человека, взрослого и ребенка. So from взрослый and ребенок, we have changed it into взрослого и ребенка. So you can see that how in this particular case these two words are changing. У всех новые желания и надежды. Желание and надежда changes into the plural form. Новые желания и надежды. Все начинают готовиться к наступающему празднику заранее. Готовиться к чему? К кому? To prepare for what? For whom? So for the upcoming new year, upcoming new festival or upcoming festival. Готовиться к Новому году. to prepare for the new year. Готовиться к празднику, to prepare for the festival. So like this you can use the expression готовиться к чему, к кому. Заранее, from the word заранее, is actually means early. Уже в декабре. Везде в стране украшают машины. Везде в стране украшают магазины, рестораны, гостиницы. So all these nouns like magazine, restaurant, гостиница are being used in plural. Почти во всех домах украшаются елки. So yolka is another very important word in Russian, means Christmas tree. So people in Russia during the time of Christmas and New Year, they buy the Christmas tree, whether natural or artificial, and decorate it. Даже на площадях, улицах, парках. So even in the squares, площадь, площадях, улица, улицах, парк, в парках, ресторан, в ресторанах. So all of them are being used in plural form after the usage of the preposition na and va. Студенты также, if you have heard about тоже in Russian, which means also, также is also used to denominate also. Устанавливают красивые елки и наряжают свои комнаты в общежитиях. Некоторые покупают настоящую елку, другие искусственную. So here покупать, the verb to buy, is being used in accusative, that is why настоящая елка changes into настоящую елку and искусственную елку. So like this, please pay attention to the ending of the adjectives and nouns. В магазинах и на базарах. Magazine and bazar in Russian, bazar means bazaar, changes into after the usage of the preposition в магазинах и на базарах. Где продаются новогодние декоративные изделия? В магазинах и на базарах продаются новогодние декоративные изделия. Красивые стеклянные и пластмассовые игрушки. So here you can just see that how different kinds of adjectives and nouns being used in the plural after the usage of the preposition. Then Ded Moroz, Снегурочка. Then игрушки means toys like Ded Moroz, Снегурочка, цветные шарики. So whatever the decorative items we have in Russia during the time of Christmas and New Year, like Ded Moroz is the Russian name for Santa Claus. Снегурочка is the granddaughter of Ded Moroz or Santa Claus, who helps him to go here and there and gift presents to the small children. So these are very popular traditional folkloric important characters. Please remember them. In Russia, Santa Claus is not used. In place of Santa Claus, they use the word Ded Moroz. Ded from Dedushka and Moroz is from the snow. And Снегурочка is also snow maiden, which means the word came from sneg, which means snow, and Снегурочка, the one who dwells in the snow. Цветные шарики. As you must have seen, these colorful little shiny balls used to decorate the Christmas trees. So these are red, yellow, green, blue, sky blue, etc. And then you have many other items like confetti, candies, серебряный дождь. So the silver color pearls and silver color decorative strings which we use to decorate the Christmas tree, that you can also find there in Russia. Все дети и взрослые любят наряжать елку. Елка – это символ новогоднего праздника. So елка, which means the Christmas tree, is the symbol of the New Year festival. Русские говорят, Russians even say that у кого стоит елка во время праздника, тому повезет и она принесет в дом счастье. They have a popular saying in Russia that one who establishes or sets a yolka tree or the Christmas tree at their house, it brings them happiness and good luck. So that is why they always keep that ready in their house during the festive times of Christmas and New Year. So here you can see that we have used the word symbol. Symbol is which means symbol of what? Nava Godneva Prasnika is a symbol of New Year. So here you can see that it is the genitive case, and then Ruskiye говорят, Russians say, у кого стоит елка во время праздника, during the time of festival, тому, кому. So it brings luck and happiness to whom. So that is why we have used the expression тому. Повезет, и она принесет дом счастья. После установления и украшения елок все думают о подарках, кому и что подарить. So whenever we use the verb подарить, so the question would always be кому. To whom present, to whom give the gift, to whom do the present, give the present. So for this the question is кому. Suppose if you want to use the noun brat, so подарить кому, подарить брату, подарить папе, подарить маме, подарить отцу, подарить тетю, подарить дяде. So like this you have to depend upon the ending of that particular noun, and depending upon the rules of the grammar for dachelni, use the verb padarich accordingly. Padarich and darich or dach. So there are many other verbs you must be knowing about which can be used in the dative. So please pay attention to the rules of the grammar before using the verb. Все должны подарить своих родных, близких и знакомых с праздником и подарить. So when we use the verb поздравить to congratulate, we use the plural forms of своих родных, близких и знакомых. But when we use the verb подарить, then we used the дательный construction. So here you can see the construction we have used. Все должны поздравить. Поздравить to congratulate who? Кого? Своих родных, близких и знакомых. With what? So here comes the word праздник. We have used the construction of tvarительный с праздником with the festivities or the greetings. И подарить, then when we use the verb подарить, then we have to use the дательный. Let's see how. Подарить друг другу. So each other. That is why друг changes into другу. With what and what? Цветы и подарки. Flowers and gifts. Важно подарить цветы своим близким. It is important to gift flowers to whom? To our near dear ones. That is why we have used the word близкий, near one, dear one, близким, потому что русские очень любят цветы, и они считают, что цветок – это символ любви и жизнерадостности. Во время праздника цветы и подарки очень дорогие. So whenever we use the expression во время, it means during the or timely. So depending upon the context, он приехал во время, he came on time, во время праздника, during the time. So depending upon the context, you can use the expression. Некоторые покупают подарки заранее. Some people buy gifts early. So if you want to use the expression заранее for early, the opposite could be позднее, which means late. Но цветы должны быть свежим. After the usage of the verb быть, to be, we have to use the творительный. That is why свежим, from the свежий. Свежий means fresh. Поэтому приходится тратить много денег. Тратить means to spend. So this you can also use, the verb you can also use in your own sentences. Дети ждут кого? So after the verb ждать, which means to wait, the question would always be инвинительный. Ждать кого? Wait for who? So Ded Moroz changes into Deda Moroza. and Snega Rachka changes into Snega Ruchku. Snega Rachku. So please pay attention to that ending as well. I hope the concept of this important text on New Year is clear to you all, and you must have enjoyed it a lot after learning a lot about how Russians they celebrate New Year in Russia. And we would like to recommend you all to pay attention to the text, read it many more times, and underline important sentences and expressions which you find interesting and which are related to the questions we have asked. So I hope you enjoyed it a lot. We shall be bringing a few more interesting texts related to Russian culture and festivals. Thank you.